What's up, guys? It's your boy Moty, and I'm back with part 3 of the Topstep trading combine. So a lot of action. Hopped on the chart a little bit late today. It's 11:50, so towards the end of the New York session. Let's go ahead and get into the action now. All right, y'all. So y'all see we in the money already. I haven't took any trades, haven't placed any trades, but I have been analyzing, and the market has been moving a lot. As of right now, we just dropped. Literally, we topped out at 689 and dropped all the way down to 651, so 30-40 points, but we're still going lower. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, we're prime. We're ready to, possibly touch the VWAP or at least break structure of this pattern I can see, imaginary pattern I see. But I'm gonna set me a stop entry here, just in case price starts to move while I'm talking, just in case. But real quick, we're gonna start from the 4-hour, and then we're gonna come back down and analyze. Let me see something real quick. Okay, yeah, we have a SAR, broke under the SAR, never came back to that level, so I believe we definitely come back under this level. Zoom back out, and obviously that's towards a liquidity area that I had marked from the day before, 640. So it's possible we go there. It's possible we go there and surpass it. That trade is already entered. Let's dive deeper into that trade. And we're already up. I'll base hit it just because we literally ran a target very quickly. And I'm trying to gauge on where I actually believe it'll go. But based off a pattern I see, I know I said I was going to go from the 4-hour, but the price not letting me. Based off what I see, I think we have some sort of pattern forming here. Let me do it a different way. I think we're still bearish. A lot of bearish orders just came in. We'll see. We'll see if price retraces back to that liquidity level, then drops. If price just continues to drop under where it's at now, then obviously we're in for a run to the next liquidity level. I'll place another stop sell here, just in case. Not too close to price, not too far under it. And we're gonna see. Let me check this now. I think I see another one. Yeah, price closed under this SAR. We never came and got it again. So next level could be around 600, 615. So we'll just see. My entry is at 622. So I'm really expecting here a pullback back to the upside, maybe a little bit consolidation and a reversal. That could be the pullback right there, though, honestly. I think I want to move this up just a bit. We'll do 24, 25 on that one. The lower touch was 28. I actually was a little bit more comfortable with the 22.75. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. All right, let me go ahead and go to the 4-hour time frame. We'll go back to the 15-second on that one. I'm gonna make one big. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour. Price is at 634. I'm gonna even it out, and let's analyze price action just a bit. Okay, so following the previous days, we came up. We were in an uptrend. Came up, found a high at a liquidity level. Immediately rushed to the downside with a big bearish engulfing candle. Pulled back, created a lower high, created a lower low, consolidated just a bit. Came down, created another low, and then now we pull back. And the area we're at now is literally the area where we either break structure or we come back down and we continue to test the rest of these liquidity levels that I have marked from the 4-hour time frame. So anything could happen. It could be bullish. It might never come back to these levels right now, maybe in the future, but anything could happen. It could come to these levels to the downside, which is what I think. But at the same time, the confluence looks like it wants to break to the upside. And if it wants to break to the upside, it will. And march straight to this liquidity level, straight to this key level, and then continue on creating new highs. So that's what I see from the 1 hour. That's what I seen for the 4 hour. But from the 1 hour, what do I see? This trend line held up. That was a pretty strong trend line. I think I drew that yesterday. We're going to delete this one. Pretty strong trend line, even all the way to here. Because as you can see, when price broke that trend line, it had a major move to the upside at the same exact time. So we like to see things like that. That kind of validates the trend line, and that's what I like to see. I don't really need it anymore, so I'm going to delete it. But as of right now, I have a stop set at 622. Right now, we're literally, like I said, we're testing the area where breaker structure can happen. I see it's not a tiny box, but I see a box here that could possibly be what we're actually testing. And I can actually bring that a little bit lower. Yeah. And yeah. To be safe, I can place it there. Okay, I see a box here that we're actually inside of and testing. So, whether we break outside of this box and touch this liquidity level, that will determine if we keep running to the bottom. If we break out of the box to the upside, obviously that determines if we move to the upside. So right now we're in a range, a key range too, because this range right here, this box right here could determine, first off, it's a box inside of a box, but this box right here could determine the fate of price action. It could determine if price goes up or price goes down, in my opinion, once it breaks out of it. So that's something for me to keep my eye on. Right now, we have more. I see more long orders than short orders, but I see higher short orders as far as the size go. So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna go to the 15-minute. We'll see what this looks like on the 15-minute, because I don't think we'll take it off the 4. We'll put it on the 15. And let's see. Okay, so it's perfect on the 15-minute. I got that stop market set right there. Price could come back and touch the bottom of that box again, but we don't know. We'll see. Price has been marching back up based off this price action here. This is what I was looking at earlier. I'm just trying to find a way to plot it without it looking crazy. But I'm looking at something like this. Looking at something like this. And that's definitely a pattern of formation where, we came in bullish engulfing, broke out, and we just consolidated in this range back and forth. So we created higher lows, but at the same time, the highs became stagnant. We created one higher high, but after that, the highs just were really stagnant all throughout. And if we go off candle closes, like the full body closes, we created higher highs and higher lows, which, if I'm not mistaken, is indication for bullish action. But let me see. Let me try to confirm it. I just got this new trading journal. So once I pass this funded account, that's my goal, is to, plot in this every single day alongside trading with you guys. So just got it. Wasn't too much. $10 off Amazon. It's lit too. It's lit. Okay, but let me get back to the price action. So we're looking for stagnant highs and lower or higher lows. Higher lows. Okay, that looks like an ascending triangle. And if it is an ascending triangle, then price rises. It's a bullish pattern. So price could be moving to the upside based off this ascending triangle. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Go ahead and go to the 5-minute, analyze that. This trade I got, It's set, but I might just remove it. And I know it could be like shaky to remove it, but I don't want to be in for a loss. I don't want it to hit it, then completely reverse. So once, because I just now did my analysis, I think we still go lower though, because we have a SAR here that's yet to be, completed, filled. And if I'm not mistaken, we had a big dog yesterday. I had a big dog yesterday. Let me put a session break on. Let me remove VWAP. Yeah, we did. So market closed here, then opened here. Very huge gap. We never fill that gap. Dog, I'm sure a lot of you know it, but if you don't, it stands for New Day Opening Gap. We never fill that gap, so we definitely could be coming down to the downside. So let's get back closer on the action. I just don't want to I don't want to enter into a trade too early. Now, if I do enter into a trade, based off this box that I set from the 1 hour, I would think level 1, TP1, the bottom of the box, TP2, the bottom of where the SAR closed on this candle. So we got the SAR here. I would think price would come at least to here where candle closed. And then TP3 could be one of these liquidity levels. Maybe, 545 is pretty close to TP2, but maybe 510 if price decides to move there. I don't know, because like I said, based off this, it looks like an ascending triangle. And if it's an ascending triangle, that means bullish action. So a lot of short orders coming in right now, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and move on down. So we quickly analyze from the 4 hour all the way down to the 5 minute. I'm going to go to the 1 minute now and see what I see from there. From the 5 minute, yeah, I see us, I think we'll break down and continue to come down before pushing all the way up. But based off this pattern, it kind of says, if it is an ascending triangle pattern, it says we go up. But I think we'll go down, but we'll see. All right, so we're back. I don't know why. I got to figure out why I keep doing it. I can't do that every time I trade. But I literally went through and I analyzed all of the, time frames from the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, down to the 1 minute now. So I don't know if you got to see it or not. I'll keep it in because I still was talking, so you can just follow along. Right now we're back on the 1 minute. Based on current price action, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm going to go back again. I created this box from the 1 hour time frame. All right. This is a box within a box on the 1 hour time frame. This is the area I believe we are basically fluctuating in before we make a big move to the upside or to the downside. So this same box, I translated it all the way down. 15 minute. This is the pattern I was talking about, the ascending triangle pattern, equal highs, higher lows. And usually with an ascending triangle, it dictates that price goes up. So we're going to go down from there. That's the same ascending triangle inside of the box as well. Now we're going to go to the 1 minute. And this is where we're at now. So this is the 1 minute. And based off, current price action, let me take these session breaks off. Based off current price action, we're looking like we're setting up for a W. I love those W's because all I do is win. Let me see. All right, so it looked like we're setting up for a W. Boom, 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 boom. Let me fix that. All right. Look like we set ourselves up for a W, and usually a W means, it's bullish, like a double bottom. So it comes from here, pulls back, comes down again, finds support in the same area, then comes back up. So, and usually a great entry will be right after the median of it. And if sometimes you're able to catch it on like a smaller time frame, you're able to catch it earlier. But sometimes it'll come up and, have an imaginary trend line like here. And it never actually comes back up. So let me turn my brightness up on this. I can barely see my laptop. There we go. And sometimes it never goes up. It never completes the W, so it wasn't an actual W. It comes up, tests the trend line, can't break it. Now we're in for the down, push to the downside. So, yeah. Okay, let me fix my setup real quick. Hold on. All right, we're back and we're live. So I believe price could come down here, test this liquidity level and the bottom of where this SAR, where price closed under the SAR at the end of this candle. So right at 553, and the liquidity level, I got it at 545. So right at 550, which is, perfect level. As you can see here, we're kind of breaking down under price. So I think a good, sell stop to place would be right around where I had it at in the beginning. I think that's not a bad spot to place it. Especially if we break down out of this, price respects the trend line from the 1 minute and continues to ride down. The W is invalidated if that happens. And it just created a new low, but only by a quarter. So it's at like 24.75. So, and that's what I can see. So let's put this on the 15 second. Price respecting this. I've learned that trading is a lot of just patterns back and forth. Some of the same patterns, sometimes patterns inside of patterns, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's just about having a keen eye and catching them. A lot of short orders just came in. A lot of short orders. I'm gonna, just keep my stop set. Be a little bit reactive on the price. Just being patient, just waiting. That candle indicates, reversal to the downside, but just gonna still be patient. I believe we could run to VWAP, run to these levels, but first it'll be to the bottom of the box at 602. And then around 545, then we go to VWAP or something. Okay, so we're having that push. Will we break through, create another low? That's the question. That is the question. Is this the move? Looks like it is, but we just have to see how much time do we have on the 5 minute. We have 4 minutes, so that candle just started. Let me go to the 4 hour. We shouldn't have too long on it. So we got an hour left on that one. Hour left on this one. Less than an hour, actually, 50 minutes. So everything could be right in line. The next 50 minutes it could drop, and then the candle after that, it rises. But I believe the drop is definitely coming. Don't want to be too early, don't want to be too late. I got a stop set. So perfect. I believe we'll keep running further. Deep into quick profits. I'll set my stop right above here. Most I'll lose on this trade is 150. I can let it run, I can let it ride. Okay, we touched the bottom of the box. Our base hit that. Because we touched the bottom of the box, I should have base hit it at the bottom. But I believe we'll still run under the box. I'll just find a re-entry somewhere. A lot of short orders coming in. I base hit it that only because we touched the bottom of the box, and usually in a range it could obviously reverse, back to the top of the box, and I wouldn't want that. So I wouldn't want to have to go all the way back. So I took a little bit out the market on that one. 132. First trade was 162. So I still caught 21 minus 8, 13 points. $3 in fees, so slight trade, up 287 for the day. If we're going to continue to go deeper and further down, then this is a perfect re-entry, and I'll have a cheap short trade because I can just place my stop right above here. So we just got to see. because reversal is imminent. Like I said, I do believe it'll come all the way down to 545, 550, but I never said in one stretch. It's always imminent, that reversal. So rather be safe than sorry. P&L 287 for the day. $1,000 away from passing the account. $1,000 a day. Could happen today, could happen tomorrow, could happen next week. We're going to see what price action do right here, though. The tilt for Topstep is saying long, 64% long. NASDAQ, I see it's an equal amount of buy and sell orders I see, but the sell orders are much higher. They're way higher. I mean, way higher. But we got some long orders coming in that's high. So all we can do is be patient. Like I said, it's going to form a pattern inside of a pattern. It usually do. We just got to be ready to catch it. We just got to be ready to catch it. That's it. So as you can see, price touched the bottom of the box, but it didn't keep going. It didn't indicate, okay, we finna move all the way down. We finna touch these liquidity levels because it's still right here in this spot that shows we're not necessarily all the way into a downtrend yet because we're pulling back right now. We could pull back all the way to the median of this box up here. And if I was still in the short, then I would be in no profits. So this indicates a reversal in my opinion. This would be a good entry to re-enter if it does push down. But I'm going to keep my stop where it's at. All right, so we're looking like we're finding a top here. Price is having a hard time breaking above this level. And every time we go to that level, we push. We have a big bearish engulfing candle. I won't say huge, but you know, a bearish engulfing candle that basically comes and wipe out all of the price action right before it. But we are creating higher lows. But we're not there yet. We're on the 15 seconds, so 15-second prints a lot more than all of the other candles. I mean, all of the other time frames. It's gonna print way more candles. On the 5-minute, I think I just spotted a M, and the M's are just like the W's. I think I love M's more than W's. So basically a double top pattern. Double top pattern. Price was here, came up, formed a high, formed a median, came back to that same high, respected it. Now price, you know, comes down. So looks like we just made a W. Well, we're making an M on the 5-minute time frame. So we just got to see if it plays out. And this is a good re-entry for a short. Because I know we're still in the consolidation zone, but price close under SAR. I got multiple confluences saying push to the downside. I mean, we still have the SAR from the 5-minute that's also saying push to the downside. So 1 confluence, 2 confluence, that M, 3 confluence here, 4 confluence, the fact that we're already in a downtrend. And 5 confluence, I mean, liquidity areas. Not necessarily we have to get there, but I mean, it's likely we do. So I could come up here, find a entry here, make the trade a little bit cheaper by 10 points, or I can just be patient and then just enter when the push happens. Be a little bit more reactive instead of actively trading it. Just react off price movements. Right now, I'm really just an analyst. I'm just paying attention. I'm just watching, see what happens. Okay, so let me clean this up. I believe the level we come to is 570 for sure. So if I enter here, 570 will be a good TP. And then down from there will be 550, 545 in that range. We're going to go from there. All right, that's a good kind of reversal candle. I'm going to enter a market sale here. It'll be a cheap trade. I'm going to be active on it. Very cheap trade. If it was to reverse, I'll lose $100 on it. If it reverses, I'll lose $100 on it. Cheap trade in my opinion. Worth the risk. Like I said, we respected this high multiple times. Had a bearish, we had an indecision doji, and then had a bearish candle fall on it. And a lot of times that indicate push to the downside. But I'm risking $100 on it. That's fine risk with me. Just gonna be a little bit patient. 150. I'm even fine with risking 150 on it. But I don't have to risk 150 because obviously if price breaks the high and then continues to push upwards, then obviously it's a reversal. Bullish signal here. My price is messing up. My computer is messing up again. Well, 115 on it, so it's nothing bad. I didn't react off that one. I just entered because I felt the candle showed that. But now we still rose up, so there's nothing really bad about it. It helped me see what we were doing a little bit better. I hate that my computer keep messing up though. But okay, bearish engulfing candle. And I closed all my other things I had open. It probably was that. Bearish engulfing candle. We already ran the level of the SAR off the principles of the SAR. So I don't know if we'll go up more. We could be going to test the top of this, blue line, which is the bottom of the ascending triangle. So we'll see. But we did have a bearish engulfing candle. So I still got my stop set here under the box. I believe I can get a re-entry and then ride it down to that price and add to it when it gets down there. And that's what I'm really hoping for, honestly. I'm going to add a stop sale here at 12.25. What did I enter this one? At 610, stopped out at 21.50, 10-point loss. So this is a little bit above it at 612.25. So price created a new high. Now we just really be patient because it could come up. We have maybe 37 minutes left on the 4-hour time frame. Let's check. Yeah, 36 minutes left. So price could come up from there for the last 36 minutes, or price could, come up, shake everybody out, then move to the downside. I want to clean this up a little bit because I know VWAP is so far down. I'll go ahead and take that off. I don't really need it. I'll take the SAR off the 5-minute as well to clean it up. I still think the M pattern is not far away from happening. That could just be a pullback or retracement before that final push to create that, to finish off the rest of that leg. And we're finding the top here, so go to the 1 minute on the play price too close. Let me move this only to the 5-minute. That W was invalidated. We respecting SAR. From the 1 minute, we had a bearish engulfing candle. I got an entry right under the price, right under the floor of this small consolidation. Box, or one big box, but I see box. I put price right under it, so maybe we ride to the bottom from there. I still see a lot of sell pressure. I don't necessarily just see a lot of buy pressure. I see a lot of sell pressure. I see a lot of indication that we could be moving to the downside. So entered into the trade. Now I'm just gonna manage this one. I don't know how long it'll last, but max loss on this is right above the candle, so 175, and that'll put me around break-even price range. I could even move it a little bit tighter because I've been trying to get better with my stops. So that's 13 points. That's 125, and I'll still be in profit, maybe like $50 or $40 or $30 if it does reverse and just shoot back to the upside, which it can, like it's doing now. Or I could play it safe and just put it here.
Order filled.
So trade ran, tricked me again. Lost 127 on that one. Nothing. Only up $40 for the day. I'm glad I moved that stop to closer. So I only lost 13 points on it. First trade I lost 11 points. And the winners I made 16 points. So everything is still in line with how I like it. I'm still up $40 for the day. And I'm really just waiting to catch that entry to the downside. But that was a nice move, nice push back to the upside from the for NASDAQ. And I can't say I didn't see that coming. I seen it coming. Now, is this the top? Is this the top is the question. And this is the type of stuff NASDAQ does. So let's see if I can find another re-entry here. If we do continue to push to the downside. So found the top and immediately dropped by 12 points, 15 points. Great thing about it is since I see the shorts so clearly, all I need to do is catch one good entry on the shorts and ride it all the way down to my target areas. And with what I got set, I mean, I'll probably be out by 550. If it does push to the downside, I'll be out by 550. Mate, I'm up $40 for the day, P&L, not done trading. Hoping to end the day in positive. I see so many reasons why we're just going to push to the downside. I mean, just more confluences creating a lot of sell side liquidity. I just want to be able to catch the perfect entry right before we push to the downside. Catch that perfect entry before we push to the downside. I'm going to go a little bit lower. And now we be patient.
Order filled.
Okay, that was fluky. We wicked in, wicked out. Very fluky. Not losing 250 on this for sure. Let's see what price does with this. I don't know what that was, but you guys seen it. I really don't even want to risk too much of nothing on this because I didn't like that move. So we'll just risk 100 on it. A lot of short orders coming in. NASDAQ is still saying long on the tilt, 64% long. Most people are longing, but I see a lot of short orders coming in with a little bit of size. Max loss on this trade is 150. Put my count down by $66. So all good, nothing to sweat. Just this price action moves like that. Again, I'm looking for that entry, that solid entry, and it doesn't look like I have it yet. Price could come and test this line before we do that. But then it does stuff like this. This is the 15 second. A lot of price action on the 15 second. So we may just push up a little bit more, push to the upside, test this line, then reverse and, you know, roll over. And even here, like I said, pattern is inside of a pattern. I see another pattern here. And here. So looks like a triangle. Lower highs, higher lows. I think price comes back up and tests this trend line for sure though. On another note, a safe entry will be here. That would be a safe entry. So I don't gotta, you know, try for no stupid entries anymore. You just look for a safe entry. Because that makes it safe in my opinion, because we break out of the formation and we get close to this SAR from the 15 second, and we possibly can run it further down. So it's all good. I believe that's a safer entry. Gonna go to the 1 minute just to analyze and watch. I'm gonna be patient. I know I have a lot of patterns drawn right here, but I'm going to start deleting them after they either get invalidated or tested. All right. Edit that part out. Price broke down. Looked like price broke down. We didn't even test that level. We didn't even test that level. Man, it's price action. It don't want to make it easy today. It could have literally just tested that level. Wow, perfect. Now we can ride to the downside. But because we didn't test that level, it's still a possibility that price goes right back up to that level. So it makes it kind of harder to trade it. Makes it harder to trade it. Price could go up to 650, 648 in reality. We'll see though. A lot of short orders coming in. A lot of short orders. Way more short orders than long orders. But the tilt is still saying 64% long. Down $66 for today. Created a double bottom on the smaller, even smaller time frame, and looks like price could ride up, create that W, unless we respect the bottom of that trend line. And boom, it'll continue past the median. It'll probably go up to 640, 648, 650. It'll keep going. It already broke out of the past the median, and the W I was talking about when I was saying that stuff is right here. Top, bottom, median, bottom, top. Price will rise up to touch that trend line. in my opinion. Small pullback, ride up, or not a small pullback. It's hard to tell with NASDAQ on the smaller time frames because it does what it wants and it don't go off of you. But that's what I see. And boom, we touched the trend line. Like I said, that's what I thought, and that's what we did. Now we can catch an entry, a short order from here. Now we can catch a short order from here. Let me go to the 1 minute. Price may even ride up just a little bit more though. Yeah, price can come up just a little bit more. Like I said, I think it possibly can go to 648 and then decide to roll over. But the bears might be back. I got an entry set at 605.50. I think that's the safer play. I could enter here. It's a little bit more riskier. Better entry because it's a cheaper trade. But I don't want it to find the bottom here and then we end up don't ride. We don't push down any further than that. Because even if yeah, that's too close. That's too close. I'll do 607.75 because realistically I think that makes more sense. We might be prepping up for that rollover though, and we literally can roll over for the last 20 minutes of this 4-hour candle. We're testing this bottom now. The bottom that we created here, we're simply testing it. And this is the 15-second time frame. We're still inside of we broke out of that pattern, but we could push right back into that pattern and continue to go up to 640, like I said, because that's a liquidity area, and that's like the bottom of the other pattern, the possible ascending triangle with the equal highs and higher lows. I'm going to place a stop sell here.
Order rejected. Order filled.
Okay, we running. We are running. We broke right into my order. A lot of short orders coming in now. We're at the bottom of that box. Hard to tell what's about to happen. We could come right back up. Not going to lose too much on this trade.
Order filled.
I'm in 2 trades now. We could run these liquidity levels. Is it enough pressure or will we reverse? Don't want to play myself and make it too tight. I'll put it at.
Order filled.
So, ran to the bottom. It wasn't ready yet. I didn't run the levels. Played it safe and it still didn't run the levels. Maybe it wanted to liquidate the shorts real quick. My stops wasn't too far away. They were pretty tight. I could have kept the stops up here. Didn't want to do that. I'm going to look for a re-entry here.
Order rejected.
Look for a re-entry here.
Order filled.
Not losing 250 on this trade. Let's see, we're testing this level right here, so anything could happen. Anything could happen. Price could come right back up and ride straight to the top, straight to the upside. Don't want that to happen, but it's very possible that that could happen. But if it does decide to slide to the bottom and right back out again. So I don't really like this. Multiple losses back to back. Not what I was hoping for. Down 300 for today. Multiple losses. Price is going back and forth. Price is going back and forth. I thought I was in a safer trade, but I wasn't. So I don't want to over trade. My max loss daily for me is $500. So down 314, I got one more trade in me. One or two more trades in me. But I want them to be safe. So I might just catch it down here because it's like a safer play to me. And then, you know, hopefully it just pushes to the downside. But all the signs are for the bears. We just got to be patient. It happens like that sometimes. Happens like that sometimes. Liquidated all of those short trades. All of the shorts got liquidated. All of them. And now we test that level where all of them literally can join. It'll be a perfect sell entry. Possibly right there.
Order rejected. Order filled.
Didn't mean to play it that close, to be honest. I'll probably exit this trade real early because I didn't really mean to play it that close. Yeah, I'll just close it myself. I didn't mean to play it that close. I want to play it close, but not that close. I feel like I'm too zoomed in. I wanted to short so bad that I'm trying to catch that short, but I'm not catching it at the high, which is the best time to catch it, like here. And I keep catching on the run down, and the run down is not giving me the answer I'm looking for. It's just not giving me the answers I'm looking for. 5-minute candle closes in 15 seconds, and then we'll have 15 minutes on the next candle. Because like I said, 575 is adequate. All right. I could take me a base hit here, and I will be comfortable with that. Only because I lost so many trades. Now I'm only down 292. I always love to take these base hits to, especially when I'm in negative. I want to take base hits to get myself out of negative because I don't like being in negative. And look what happened. Price reversed right there. But I don't like being in negative as far as my P&L goes. So I always like to take those base hits. And then when I'm not in negative, then I can let it ride sometimes. I'm more comfortable. I'm like happier to let it ride. But as long as I'm in negative, a lot of times I like to take the base hits because that's just what makes sense to me.
Order filled.
We'll let that order play out. Not risking too much on it. Don't even want to risk everything I just won, so. But we kind of have to as far as the stop go. So we really just still testing this level, the bottom of this consolidation box. Will we continue to break down? If we do, that's great. But that's the real question here. Will we continue to break down? And we are. We broke down under the last high. We're about to test this liquidity level. I can hold this trade a little bit long. We tested that. I got another entry in. Don't pull all the way back. Don't pull all the way back. I could take this base hit. Well, I'm not going to lose too much on this trade. Price ran through the liquidity level like I thought. Will we test the next liquidity level is what I'm really worried about now. I'm not going to lose too much on this trade. $47 at risk. So around $50, $50, $60, but a lot more to gain, especially if we run through these levels. I had it at 545. We'll just do 550. And obviously I can risk a little bit more on this to the top of this, which makes more sense, but I kind of don't want to, just because, I mean, it's either now or never. We push down or we don't. And like I said, I could take the base hit and leave it at that, but I think we push down. I think we push down. Big short orders in. We have someone using 50 size micros on it, so it's really just about patience. And don't want to, mess myself up getting out too early. But don't want to take a big loss on it either. And that's why sometimes them base hits I was talking about are so important. Because I could have literally base hit, re-entry, sold again. And then, stack the profit times 2. Because now we're looking like it's about to turn around. And I don't want to be in that situation where we do turn around. So I might just take a base hit because we're playing with price. Hell of an entry though. The thing about taking the base hits though, you can exit out too early and then it push downs in the direction you thought, and you just basically minimized your
Order filled.
And that's why I should have took the base hit. But sometimes you'll minimize your profits because you took the base hit and you shouldn't have took the base hit. So price just came back up. Obviously, I thought that because it can always come back up to test something like that, the top of where it just broke from, the breakout candle. So, and the chart is still messing up. Chart is still messing up. I'm going to have to trade this without screen recording because it's just going to keep messing up until I fix the problem. How much did I lose on that trade? Slight $100, not a lot. The base hit was probably adequate. Should have took the base hit. I think we'll have a rollover right here. Loss limit that I'm willing to lose, $500 a day. Really not catching a break. I got one more trade, and if that one don't work, then we're done trading for today with a $500 loss. Price came down to liquidity level, literally retraced right back. We have 6 minutes until the 4-hour candle close, 15-minute, 1 hour, all of them. So tough. Literally the screen already froze. So I gotta fix that problem too. We run to 551 for sure. It's just about when. It's just about when. When do we run to 551? Yeah, we're gonna run there for sure. Price do its thing. Can't believe it's still 64% long on the NASDAQ tilt. That's a cheap trade. All right, guys. So back, not the best trading day. Charts keep stopping. Been all over the place. Been looking for that short entry. Never really got it. A lot of L's today as far as looking for the short entry. Down 579. So we hit my basically target loss. So I'm really going to call it a quits with that right there because I don't really want to keep losing. So just come back tomorrow fresh, re-prepared. And we're going to take it at that. Account is still at 51,219, both of them. So I'm $1,800 away from passing the combine. $1,800 away. So still not too far. Less than halfway now, but we'll get there. Tomorrow could be a big day. Tomorrow could be a big day. But other than that, appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Moty. Thanks you for trading with me. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow along with the other videos. Go watch the other Topstep Trading Combines video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.